Practice been going real well. Talking with the coaches and all the players. Honestly, just starting off the first 3 days of camp have been pretty awesome compared to the past since I've been here too. Just the intensity and the consistency is probably something that strikes me the most. Granted, it's the first 3 days, so it's been pretty well so far.
Do you feel like players retained a bunch of the stuff they saw in the spring? I know it's so important this year with so many new faces to get everybody on the same page.
Exactly. I think it was big, the amount of key guys we had coming in the spring, and now it's kind of just like they're reiterating what they learned in the spring and the fall. And I think it was big for all the guys that came here, and even just the older guys too. I think everyone's been doing great.
Coach Fisher's been very complimentary of the freshmen, not just the ones who got here in the spring, but the ones who just got here. What are your thoughts on how they've kind of picked up things and reacted to college practice?
Yeah, I mean it is pretty shocking. Usually it takes the freshmen a little bit to get in the swing of things, but they've been pretty awesome on both sides of the ball. So.
I know one name that's gotten a lot of attention that you added to this team this summer, Everett Golson in the quarterback position. What was that like for you when you found out that Everett was coming? What were your thoughts on it?
Coach Fisher obviously kept me in the loop the whole time, the whole process. There's two ways to look at it. It's either a competition or a threat, and the only thing that I'm thinking about is competing every day. It's only going to make this team better and myself better. So, I was all for it.
Obviously, it's tough for any new player to come in. How have you kind of helped welcome them in? Coach Fisher's talked about how you guys are in a lot of communication, really helping each other out.
Yeah, I mean, we're in meetings together, walkthroughs together, so we're on the same field during practice. So if he's got questions, I'm going to answer them. We're on the same team. So if Coach Fisher's not helping him and he asks me questions, of course I'll help him.
Offensive line is one of the major question marks for the offense coming into camp. How have those guys continued to gel and learn from what they're trying to find those right five guys?
Yeah, it is trying to find the right five, but there's a good group of them right now. I don't know how many, but Coach Trickett, Coach Fisher have them in the rotation. So they've been kind of gelling together, trying to pick which ones fit, who are doing well. So they're all doing great so far. So it's all about finding that right five.
For you coming out of the spring, what did you really want to work on this summer, and how do you feel coming in this year?
Yeah, I think one of the things that I'd want to work on the most is, taking backs, taking checkdowns more. Obviously, and I know the system, I know all the plays, know all the run rules and run checks, but taking the greed, taking it back a little bit. Whether it's downfield or just trying to force things and taking it back, taking our checkdowns. We got great guys like Mario and Dalvin who can make a lot of yards after the catch.
I know Jameis used to say one of the important things when you made a mistake is knowing why you made the mistake. Do you feel comfortable in that, to when you do make an error, that you know why it happened and how to correct it?
Oh yeah, I know. Right when you make it, it's Coach Fisher will tell you why you did it wrong, but I also know too, right when something goes wrong. So it's all about not repeating the same mistakes you make and fixing those.
You guys got Fan Day coming up. I know a lot of people over there are watching the stream right now. How exciting is it for you guys to go and get a chance to interact with the fans for a couple hours, and then possibly the open practice, have guys come and watch you guys?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, especially being able to play last season and just realized how great our fans really were. It's something that I wouldn't say I took for granted, but it's kind of something you don't really appreciate until you actually play. And I think the fans are awesome, and it's great to really go out there and meet them for a couple hours.